Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. Today I'll show you how to take accurate body measurements. So here is our model guys, and I've already labeled the parts that we would need to measure. Okay, so here is the chest line, and right here is the bust point, under bust, mid waist, the hip line, and on the sleeve here you see the bicep, elbow, and the wrists. And at the back we have the shoulder line. So guys, when taking measurements, there are horizontal measurements and there are vertical measurements. So when you place your tape rule around the circumference like this, you are taking a horizontal measurement, okay? And when you place your tape rule like this, taking the length, that is a vertical measurement, okay? Alright guys, so let's get started. And the first measurement we are going to be taking is actually the shoulder measurement. So when you check your shoulder, you see that there is something called the shoulder bone. So from one shoulder bone to the other, you're going to place your tape rule, and whatever measurement you have there is going to be your shoulder measurement. Make sure that you give it to somebody to do for you. You cannot measure your shoulder by yourself, okay? So go ahead, give it to somebody to measure from one bone to the other, and you would have your shoulder line measurement there. And guys, when you are placing your tape rule, make sure that you are starting from number one and not from the other hand, okay? Alright guys, so let's get to the next measurement, and that will be the bust measurement. And as you can see, I skipped the chest line, and that is because we do not need the chest line measurement. But in order for you to take the chest line measurement, all you need to do is to put the tape rule all around your upper chest line, okay? Not on the bust, but the upper chest line, and you will get the circumference. But we do not need it for this class, so I will dive right into taking the bust circumference measurement. And all you need to do is to place the tape rule around the fullest part of the upper bodies. Alright, so go ahead and put the tape rule around your bust area, and make sure that one of your finger is inside the tape rule like so. And while taking the bust circumference measurement, make sure that you check the back and see that the tape rule is aligning well to the bust area, okay? And so the next measurement we are going to take is the bust point. Remember, I said for every circumference there is a length. So we are going to measure from shoulder to the bust area. So you're going to place your tape rule on the shoulder and stop where the nipple is, okay? And that will serve as the bust point. So we are going to take the under bust measurement next. And to do this, we are going to place our tape rule around the under bust. The under bust is directly under your bra, okay? So we are going to place the tape rule around there like this. And when we are taking these measurements, we'll make sure that the tape rule is firm enough so that we'll have some fittings around our dress or blouse, as the case may be. So the next measurement we are going to take is the under bust length. Remember, for every horizontal measurement there's a vertical measurement. So you are going to place the tape rule on your shoulder, the nape of your shoulder, and you are going to measure it right from the shoulder to the under bust line, which is like under your bra right there, okay? And the next measurement we are going to take is the mid waist circumference, okay? So place your tape rule around the tiniest part of your upper body, okay? For most people, the mid waist is 2 inches away from the under bust. So you can go ahead and measure 2 inches away from the under bust to know where your mid waist area is. Alright guys, so the next measurement is the mid waist length, popularly called the half length. And to do this, you are going to put the tape rule at the nape of your shoulder, and you're going to trace it. Make sure that it passes through the bust area. Then you are going to take it all the way to the mid waist to get your half length, okay? All right, so the next measurement we are going to take is the hip circumference. And to do this, we are going to pass the tape rule all around the hip area. Make sure that you pull it up and down to make sure that it will accommodate your butt. Alright guys, so the next measurement we are going to be taking here is the armhole measurement. So you are going to pass the tape rule all around your armhole, and whatever you get is your armhole measurement. Right guys, so the next measurement to take is the nipple to nipple measurement, and to do this you are going to place the tape rule on one nipple to the other, so the distance between the nipple will be the nipple to nipple measurement. Okay, and as for the sleeve, it's the same process. Okay, you measure the length, likewise the circumference. So to measure the circumference of the bicep, that is the biggest part of your arm, you're going to put the tape rule around it, and likewise the other part, that is the elbow and the wrist. And when you are measuring the wrist, make sure that you put it on your palm, not the wrist, so that it will be able to enter your hand when you want to wear it. Okay, so that is all about that for now. So guys, the next measurement here is the gown length, and you're going to place your tape rule at the nape of your shoulder, and you're going to make sure that the tape rule passes through the bust area. Okay, and you're going to measure to any length of your choice. It could be to the knee, it could be a mini gown, whatever length you want. You're going to measure all the way down to it. And to get the blouse length, we need to do the same thing by placing the tape rule at the nape of the shoulder all the way to our desired length, most of the time the hip line, or if you want it shorter, you just go up by 2 inches or 1 inches. All right guys, so that will be the end of the class today.